Hello, Leo. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot, and welcome to your weekly reading, your week ahead reading, whatever it is that you're coming to this reading for. I'm just letting you know we're working on or looking at the outcome of a specific situation. So if you have something in mind as far as that situation is concerned, let's look into it together. I'm going to use the Sacred Bee Tarot cards first. Everything has been premeditated, prayed over, and so let's jump right in, Leo. Sacred Bee Journey, Journey of the Sacred Bee. First card we're looking for, we're just going to put those back, not quite ready yet. However, that's a jumper. Let's take that. The outcome of a specific situation. First card out for Leo. What is the outcome of the situation on their mind? For the sign of Leo, what is the outcome of a situation on Leo's mind? Nine of Cups. This is happiness. This is wish fulfillment. So whatever situation you have on your mind, the outcome, you are going to be happy about it. The second card is when the situation will resolve itself. When will the situation resolve itself for Leo? Judgment. Now this is card number 20. This is going to be a divine and universally oriented decision. It's going to be granted in divine timing. Essentially, this judgment card is a universal decision. And it's judgment, and it's your decision, it's your judgment that things are going to happen. And so timing, there's really not an expression of timing. Judgment is very spiritually awakened. I'm going to say since the outcome we already know you're going to be happy about, it feels like the outcome of the situation, everything will resolve itself in divine timing, but after it's affected you in a spiritual way. The judgment card is all about hearing the call, being resurrected, being brought to like a different mindset, spiritually awakened. So it almost makes me feel like you're going to be happy about the outcome, and it will happen in divine timing when you've had some spiritual situation. How can you support the most positive outcome? How can Leo support the most positive outcome? The Wheel. Now, Aries had the exact same card in the exact same place. So you might have some Aries in your chart. You might be dealing with an Aries. Or I'm just going to say the same thing I shared with them because it totally applies. The support that you can give for the most positive outcome is to take your hands off the wheel. The wheel is just like judgment. It's based on universal timing. It's always turning. No matter what you do, say, act like, feel like, whatever, it's always turning. So the way that you can most positively support the outcome is to remove your sense of direction over that outcome. Does that make sense? Take your hands off the wheel. Let it spin and turn because you know that you're divinely supported and protected. You're going to be happy about the outcome. So don't try to jump in and control things. Take your hands off the wheel. How can Leo trust that this is unfolding for their best? How can Leo trust that this is unfolding for their best? You're going to be happy. Five of Swords. There's going to be confrontation. There's going to be challenge. There's going to be change. There's going to be people trying to have opinions, put in their 2 cents, and it may not agree with you and what you're doing. But remember, your hands are off the wheel. You already know you're going to be happy about the outcome. The timing is in divine order, essentially. And so you can trust that everything is unfolding for the best. People are going to have their opinions because they may not see what you see or feel what you feel or know what you know, but people are always going to have opinions about everything. So just know that you can trust that things are unfolding for the best, especially when you see people. You know that saying, haters are going to hate? That couldn't be any more true. Haters are going to hate. And I almost feel like saying to you that when you see that, that's how you'll know. That's how you'll know that you can trust everything is unfolding for the best, because people are going to be over here, the peanut gallery, with their little 2 cents opinions. You have this jumper, 10 of Wands. This is about oppression. What I want to give you, Leo, is a little bit of a warning that you are someone that takes on a lot of responsibilities. You're someone that bears the burdens of the group. You're someone that will bear the heavy load for everybody else. I feel like this is coming out as a little bit of a warning that, especially while this situation and the outcome especially is unfolding, you do not need to bear the burden for everyone. That's not your job. That's not why you were put here. You need to take care of yourself. There is going to be an ending to a very painful, burdensome cycle that you've been experiencing in your life. I'm going to bring over a deck for clarification. This is the Ocean Tarot. Let's jump in to find a little extra clarity on that first card there. The outcome of the situation on Leo's mind. What is the outcome? We already know you're going to be happy. The 9 of Cups. Why is the 9 of Cups here? The Wheel of Fortune again. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Treasure. And the 6 of Treasure, the 6 of Pentacles. Clarifying that 9 of Cups, I believe that you're going to be emotionally happy about the outcome of the situation, because everything is working. It's like a karmic wheel. It's always turning, and what goes around comes around. And I believe that especially this 10 of Wands is just expressing you have always been the one to jump in and bear the load for others. Karma is not going to overlook that. And this 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, it's about building and collaborating with others, and it's about reciprocity. So if you're not getting back what you put in, again, that cycle of you taking on everybody else's load, that's over. Right now, you're looking at reciprocity. You're going to build with others as long as they also are building with you. But if you don't see that other people are putting in their fair share, I don't see you continuing in that venture. As far as the timing, when the situation will resolve itself, why is Judgment here for Leo? Why is Judgment here for Leo? So you have 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Treasures, the Magician, and the 10 of Cups. So you have the 9 of Cups, you have the 10 of Cups, you have Magician. 7 of Treasures is there's going to, you remember we talked about Judgment, that's divine timing, divine order. You're going to need to be patient. And while you're being patient, I want you to remember that you are magic, that you call in what you want to see in your world by speaking in affirmations, by speaking I am, I believe, I intend. You're going to draw from the heavens, you're going to draw from the earth, you're going to circulate that universal energy throughout you. You're going to manifest the destiny that you want. The timing is going to be in its own timing, but you are going to be working on yourself while that timing is occurring. And with the 10 of pearls being here, that's the 10 of cups. It's almost like a guarantee. 9 of cups and 10 of cups, there will be emotional fulfillment. The timing doesn't matter. The outcome is what we're looking at. You're going to be happy. You're going to be emotionally fulfilled. Why is the wheel here for how Leo can support the most positive outcome? Why is the wheel here for how Leo can support the most positive outcome? I felt like I had two. It's a 9 of pearls, 9 of cups again, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Coral, which is the Ace of Wands. You're going to support the most positive outcome by taking your hands off the wheel and by trusting that you're going to have this spark of desire and inspiration. And it's almost like you're going to be handed this magic wand. And you're going to be able to see things from a different perspective, which will absolutely lead to that happiness that we already know is the outcome for you. 9 of Cups. Let's look at this 5 of Swords. Why is the 5 of Swords for why or how Leo can trust this is unfolding for their best? 5 of Swords. We have the Ace of Pearls, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Treasure, and the 2 of Spears. With that 5 of Swords, and like I said, haters are going to hate, people are going to have their opinions. You're going to trust that you're on the right path because people are going to have their opinions. You are going to trust the self-love that you have for yourself. You're going to know that everything is unfolding for your best because you're going to be moving slowly towards your goal and your destination. And you're going to receive some clarity about any sort of like indecision that you've had, maybe feeling like you're of two minds. But you're going to clear that up. You're going to use that beautiful self-love that you possess, and you're going to just continue to move slowly towards your destination and your goal. Remember, you're not bearing the burden of the group or of the whole. You're going to be taking care of yourself. And that is when you're going to know that there's going to be haters, but you're going to stick to what you know is the best for you. As you move towards that goal, and you're going to have your decision, you're going to clear your mind, you're going to feel that you're on the right path and that you're moving towards that beautiful outcome that we already know is going to turn out positively. Let's grab this Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards for the sign of Leo. It says seek solitude. I can understand. It feels like there is a lot going on. Even though we know the outcome will be good, you might definitely be needing some time by yourself. That doesn't mean you don't love people. That doesn't mean you don't want to be a part of things, but you need to take care of, Ace of Cups, yourself. This is card number 33. That adds up to the number 6. The number 6 in numerology represents love, harmony, relationships. Take some time for yourself. After you've been bearing the burden for everyone for a long time, I think that cycle is over, and you just might need to check in with yourself to reacquaint with yourself. Leo, this is your reading. I'm available on TikTok and on YouTube, and you can like and follow, subscribe and share, join. I love your comments. Please feel free to jump in, and I appreciate every ounce of effort that you make to interact with my channel. Be blessed and be well.